Well, hello everyone and welcome to that one playthrough of MMORPG Tycoon 2. I am Kyle, once again, always have been, always will be. You joined me back here in our lovely starting village of Brightwood, and the reason for that is I felt like this was a good transitional time to kind of get away from some building, some other extravagant scenery developing shenanigans that I've been working on, and kind of just delve into the game. You know, delve into some of the things I feel like are missing. You know, we've been looking at, where am I looking for? Overview, and if I go into levels, yeah, so we got a lot of level 1, level 2 players, a lot of level 3 players actually. I can't even read that number. I think it says 5,000, I'm not sure. But ultimately, yeah, we want to see if we can get our players to progress a little bit better. So there's a couple things I've been looking at, and I've definitely been reading all the comments, even if I don't reply to all of them. I'm aware of some of the issues. So one of the more prevalent ones is if we go into our classes, one of the things you can do to kind of speed the process up is actually just increase the base speed of all characters, and I think I'm actually okay with that, and some of these markers make it easier now. So I'm going to take everybody up about, I don't know, probably about one whole speed level. So we'll get the fighter up right at 8, paladin up here, and I do want there to be some discrepancy actually. So like the, oh, why is, ooh, you are C tier now. Things have developed in not the order I wanted them to. Fighters are now S, that's terrifying. Paladins are A, that's okay. I'm gonna make paladins a little teensier, just because they are tanks. I want them to use their taunt abilities more than anything, I think. Rangers, we can make upper 8s. They're A tier already. Want everybody to be A. You can be faster, for sure. He's got shorter legs, so he can't be crazy fast. That just wouldn't make sense, right? It wouldn't make sense. Druid, will make you 8 something. And actually, something's been bothering me about the druids, and I've been contemplating this for a while, but I'm not actually really a fan anymore of the satyr look. I don't like those boots. I just want regular kind of feet, shoes. Legs are too big. I need to change the model size, I think. Ooh, I kind of like that boot, but that's kind of armor, I think, actually. Okay, yeah, I know it shouldn't really bother me, but quite frankly, like, there can still be satyrs, I guess, that exist in this universe. I just don't want player character to look that way. Just a personal preference. You can do what you want in your game. I'm not going to do it in mine. You're A tier already. That's good. Oh, the scallywag is S tier. Okay, so we might have to do some nerfing on the scallywag and the fighter. I think they were the only S's, right? You're B. I made some adjustments in the last episode. I didn't think they would be that catastrophic, but apparently they are. I also don't know if the game bases that off of PvP rankings versus if it ranks it off of like PvE, you know, player versus NPCs, mobs, or if it's purely PvP. Who knows? Okay, so that's one method I know to try and get players to level up faster. The reason movement speed correlates so heavily with experience gain, the rate of experience gain, is because it's just their ability to travel from a quest all the way to where the quest needs to be completed, like whether it's a fetch quest or the ability to run really fast over to a mob and start killing those. All movement speed based. So hopefully that will help a little bit. Some other things we can do for mobility is more flight paths. So I think I might try to, I don't want to put flight paths that just take them automatically to all the quests. Kind of is an argument to be made that could do more there. I feel like this area is okay. It would be nice if there was a way to travel over to here. That would be one thing that might benefit the players. So let's do this. I'm actually already in this selection. There's a bunch more flight paths I haven't even looked at. Pterosaur. Got the owls, the ravens. I haven't used a dragonfly or a wyvern. That's pretty cool. Oh, that is very cool, actually. This is very cool. I am a fan. I am a fan of that. Cool, yeah. I'm not going to use that right now, though. We do just have the ravens in this territory, so I'm going to keep that consistent. I think what I'll do is I might just make this guy's camp a little bit bigger. Let's say he's got a little flight path here. We'll just do that. Oh crap, I got rid of the tree. Dang it. Okay. Well, don't worry. We can fix that. That's not that hard to do. Okay. So now I just need to make a... I'm just going to have this maybe swing out wide. Fly over these guys. And then we'll have it come around here. Oop, that's a little too sharp. And then it can cut right in through here and hit the back end of this. Like that. 9,000. It cost me money now to make the flight paths. Oh, I did not know it did that. Okay, so there's some slightly increased mobility in Brightwood. The other thing, if I just look at Brightwood, I know users logged in. So the territory can handle 1,600, and we're not hitting that capacity based on the networking. But like residents, this is such a problem. There's 4,000 and 13,000. We got essentially 17 to 18,000 players that are in this territory. There's not even enough housing for all of them, so I don't know how to handle that. So option 2 here, and again, we're playing. Ooh gosh, we're playing a Tycoon game first and foremost, and that's something I have to constantly keep reminding myself. It's obviously super fun to build lore, and why are you like not all the way against the road here? Why can't I like move all these? I thought that was the entire point of the selection tool. They all have to be the same style of scenery in order to move together. That's actually really unfortunate. Oh, we'll just say it got flooded. Nothing I can do there. Not going to take the time to do it right now. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yes, so I don't know what causes player addiction and the retention of customers within this MMORPG. So ultimately, like, you could just give them the experience. You could just say, hey, here you go. So like, you could go to the quests, they could get through a bunch of quests, and then like the last quest or something, like this is return to Commander Stridus. Commander Stridus is he over here? I don't remember who's Stridus. Which one is Stridus? That's Captain Hector. I think you might be Stridus. Yeah, you're Stridus. So speak to the Baron is his last one. It gives you 1,500 experience. So like stuff like that. So in leveling and XP. Oh, this is different. Monster XP. Okay, this says 60 kills needed. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, what if I can change the number of kills per level. Oh, this just scales linear in a linear fashion now, does it? 65, 130, 195. Yeah, it's all linear now. I thought it wasn't linear before. So essentially, we can dictate how many kills are needed. So if I said like 25, but then we set a base. Oh, okay, I got it now. And we did 25 and 25. I mean, the first, see, I don't like that because base, I would want the scaling. I don't want the scaling number to apply to the first level. I'd almost rather it be like 25 kills for level 1 to level 2. Then they could just grind it out really fast and it'd be easy. But I want the levels after that to scale faster. Okay, I need to pause this because so I should keep this at 0. And then if I made this 50, that's going to decrease the experience everywhere. I don't really like this. I don't know if I played with this before. I honestly have no memory. I think this is different than what it used to be. Quest rewards. Yeah, I feel like I should just change this to like 5 quests and you level up in terms of quests. Does this scale differently? Did this get updated? Because now these are different, which is good, which means you can prioritize quests over just grinding. But I want them to be both viable. So like this is okay, 100 is fine. 65 is kind of a lot though, I feel like, especially like early on. This makes those worth more. Actually, this might help. Let's try that, because just decreasing this means quests are more valuable, and I think as long as they have the quest status where it's like standard, a lot of these are, I kind of made them custom anyways, but like if something uses the default, so I need to find something that uses the default quest rewards. I don't know. Okay, well, let's see if that does something, because I think I did. Just adjusting it down to 5 quests for the first level means the scaling will still be harder to level later on, but it should make it easier early on, which is hopefully good. Don't know if that's gonna make an adjustment. The other thing I need to do is, from a balancing standpoint, kind of look at those again. But let's take a look around here for a bit, shall we? Because like this town, not really a town much, I guess, but this area it's lively. There's people here. I'm gonna increase the speed of the game too. Okay, yeah, the other thing we could do here is, so I did, I remember I did this way. So there's a flight path here that takes you over to this side of the map, and then you have to take another flight all the way back here. Obviously not the most efficient thing in the world, but the goal was to have them do quests over on this side. They could walk and travel and grind, or they could fly over here, and then that would allow them to do all the quests over here, and then they would eventually either one, do the pathway here that's full of quests, or come over here on the flight path, and there's a couple of quests in here. But I guess ultimately it's like, is it needed? It's kind of like an aesthetic thing. Like if this was a real game, do I let them just, well, they can go across though, because can't they just, yeah, they can walk across over here. As much as I absolutely hate this. I guess the other thing too is to look at unsubscribers, which seems to be going through a massive spike for some reason. Couldn't find in with free space. So right now, day 56, what's the biggest issue? Subscription fee is too high. Too many bugs. Couldn't find an in with free space. Yep. Keep dying. Okay, so... okay, that's interesting. So last episode, I actually changed the price of the game, I think. Yeah, I made this $11 instead of $10, but I brought down the purchase price. So, okay, let's... If that's leading to subscription losses, let's bring that back down. And then I still, like, I don't know how much this is influenced in the game mechanics, but like, I just kind of feel like lower barrier of entry, and then subscription fee month to month is the better business model in terms of retention. I don't know if the NPCs in the game actually recognize that or not, but hopefully it means people are able to start the game and become subscribers. Retention is going to come down to price per month, but also just what content is in the game, right? Like how much fun they have. I don't remember making these plants this dense. It's like almost too organized. This druid is going ham on this crocodile right now. She's kiting like a boss. Hold on. Keep going. Oh, got the XP and logged out. All right then. Okay, the other thing, let's see, how many people are in this zone? 300 plus players. We're capped out on in space. Over here, we've got 61 players active. Only 8 residents. Interesting. Do I need more? Ooh, do I need more inns over here? I can't remember how many inns I have. There is... That's a tavern. You're a potion shop. There's an inn here. Okay, so there's one in here. 40 users. Beauty, convenience, danger, 0. Okay. So there's one there. I know that. And then there's the one, I think there's just one, this one here. There's 2 inns in this territory, which I think for now is fine. And then there's 3 in Anglor, I'm pretty sure. By the big tree. Okay, I just want to take a second and look at some of the balancing issues here. Can I see thoughts on this character? Like, can I see, like, I know there's demands for buff, demands for nerf. Can I see what people are saying about the character? Is that in reports in any way? Thoughts. Thoughts report. Scenery is really nice. 200,000 times. Couldn't find an inn. 7,000 times. Dying. I like this town. Monsters are too difficult to kill. But you can't, like... Oh, wait, focus. Oh. Okay. What? Oh, jeez. Over here in the area that I keep telling people not to go. What is up with these circles? Whoa. Okay, hold on. What? Yeah, I understand this is vulgar, but like, oh, this shows me where it's occurring. So clearly this is a difficult zone. It's a level 4 bandit zone. These guys are grinding out in parties. Level 3 party. Level 3 party. Level 3 party. Do I have a quest attached to this? I can't remember if I have a quest attached to this. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so if I go like this, keep dying. Monsters are too difficult. This is like the same area. I like this town. Okay. People like this town. Are there more? There's gotta be more areas, right? Will it show me more of them? Will it show me the dots anywhere? Or is it literally... Oh, okay, now it's taking me over here. Okay. If I go over here... Nope, still takes me that one. Okay, so people really like that town. Do they like towns over here? Oh, yep, there's some circles over here. Okay, so this shows me... kind of like on a density, map density basis. Areas people like. I don't think anyone's really been here yet, so people might not be having the thoughts about Angalore quite yet. But yeah, that's interesting. Do they have thoughts about it here? They're not saying they like this town. I am kind of offended. Alright. Meanwhile, couldn't find in space. That exists. Holy moly, it exists everywhere. Yeah, they should be fine in space there. It's going to be an issue here, apparently. Okay. Maybe I get more players playing and leveling up faster too if they're just... more of them were able to play at once. Users logged in. Yeah, because they're not even all logged in here. We're not even utilizing all the space here. Okay. I don't want to just spam ins. This is so frustrating. I understand that I am playing... There's a couple new buildings I haven't looked at. That is pretty... it's terrifying. I feel like this one's been upgraded too. Like, okay. Well, this is frustrating. I am going to be honest. This is frustrating because I don't want to just create inns everywhere, right? But like, if I were to, these only create how many spaces? I don't even remember. Am I just blind? Did I not look at the thing and what the thing tells me the thing can do? Cost 400, 1 kilowatt. Oh, 1,000 of 1,000 residents. 0 of 200. Why is it that this one is higher then? Okay, this needs to just be deleted. People are like coming over here, I think, to use these now. Either that or they're just going to that quest giver. I think they're going to that quest giver. Okay, so why is this one 1,000? 1,000. What are these ones? 1,000. So why are some... what is... this is one of the smaller ones. Yeah, 200 to 200. Okay, so stop using the 200 ones then, Kyle? This is 1,000. Right, so okay, so how much space do I have here? 6,000 residents. So if I just add the 1,000 ones instead of the tiny ones, that's got to be more effective. Plus 1,000, but it just sucks because hovering over them doesn't tell me. So I know you're 1,000. You, the civilized in. Hold on. You're 1,000 also. Okay, so why don't I just, in theory here, I guess, I could add buildings to the town by adding more in space. Because apparently this is a massive issue. There's too many things in the way there. Where would be the opportune location? I could put one on the edge here and just redo the... get rid of that. Go ahead and let players play again. We'll redo the wall here real quick. Yeah, now it's like, it's just getting flooded by players. Oh, it's funny. It's really funny. Okay, well, and then I'll just add the path back out to there. It's fine. Or not the path, but the wall. That's what it's called. It's called wall. Okay, so that's now completely being flooded, and okay, it's filling up, but it's not full yet. Does that do anything to the number of active players online? We're hovering about 1,100. I don't know if this update's live or not, too. Alright, we're about 1,200 players now. I don't know if the two are related, but if the issue is just blatant in space, then... oh my gosh, this place does look more crowded, though. There's only 600 active players, though, in Brightwood. About 300 in this inn now, so it's filling up. I wonder if there was a spike in active players online just because they knew an inn opened up, and so the game base was like, oh, there's a place I can go, so they went and logged in just to go to the inn. Like, is there another inn? Maybe there's another inn I can place over here that would fit with the aesthetic of kind of this. I guess this is technically a farm building. Yeah. So I don't want to use the small inn because the small inn is, how you say, small. I don't want to do the coastal one either, though. This feels too big again. Man, okay, well, I feel like I'm just being forced into this. I wish, okay, in a perfect world, I wish that I could just let the cap of inns be infinite, because, like, what the heck is the point? Like, I don't know if it's just a game size issue, like, the game will get overwhelmed if that's the case or not, but too many players, like, in one finite exact location. I mean, the other thing I could do is just hide more inns and trees over here, too, because I've got some trees. Ooh, I think that graph is leveling. I can't tell if my brain is broken or not, but I feel like this is getting higher in level 3s, which in theory would make sense, because we made it easier to level from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 when we changed the scaling of the leveling XP system. That's very cool. That is some very immediate results. Yeah, I feel like this is good. Let's focus on the actual Tycoon part of the game for a second. And by a second, I mean, I've already been recording for 40 minutes. Is there any more info I can get out of the stats on each of these quest givers? So, like, okay, it started off high. It's kind of leveling off downward. I don't know if that's based on, like, the player base or what. Quest given, quest complete. Like, a lot of people are completing. Ooh, that's actually a good thing that maybe might be good to look at, is if there's a really bad ratio of quest given to quest completed, that probably says a lot about the ability of people to actually complete that quest. Like, there's something hindering them potentially. So, like, I think the best thing to do would be look at this initial quest. Oh, I need to change your you need to change your asset. You're not an actual advisor max 90. So, like, this one, look, lots of quests given, but not all of them are completed, because everybody has to return back to a quest giver in order to complete it. So someone like this, players might be getting the quest, but if they never return, they'll never get the experience for it. They never get the experience for it, then it's kind of null and void. So they're better off going and finding quests where they can complete the quest and then go back to the quest giver immediately. Yeah, like this guy, really bad ratio. It's like almost, probably it's only like 60% completion. Commander Stridus, another good example. Really, really poor completion ratio. Interesting. I hate gamifying this though. Like, I hate gamifying something that should be a game. Like, if I was an actual player and I knew that I had a quest that I could return, for example, like his last quest here is speak to the Baron. So you would go to the Baron, then you kind of kick off another quest line. Because it takes you so far away, the odds of them returning to it are bad. Versus an actual MMORPG, you would get the quest to go to the Baron. As soon as you got to the Baron, you would receive the quest completion rewards of XP. And that does not happen in this game. I am starting to see the issue here. Quest chains are not effective in the current mechanics of this game. It doesn't make sense. So, like, realistically, if I send somebody, for example, to the Baron, your completion rates are really high because everything around him is a quest around him that's probably pretty easy to return, right? That would make sense. So what I should do, oh man, this is where things could get challenging. So I could make a quest and then make it to return to Captain Stridus, so then you would at least get the quest to complete from Captain Stridus if that's what took you to the Baron to begin with. So if you had the quest from Stridus to go to the Baron, that you went to the Baron that you never brought back, the Baron would tell you to bring it back, but then you'd have a quest from the Baron to go to Captain Stridus that you would never return back to the Baron to complete. So in reality, something like this, I should customize it and make it like one experience. So there's no incentive to really go back to the Baron and actually complete this. And I don't care about this quest in terms of the grand total of experience for the entire zone. So if I just make this something that's like zero incentive for the player to go back to the Baron, that's fine. Because the entire point is to go back to Stridus. Now, if this experience is too low, will that mean that they just don't bother to do it? This is tough. This is really tough. Maybe I should make this really high. I mean, it only takes 3,900 experience now to get to level 2 anyways, but... Okay, let's do this. Make this 1,000. Because they might not ever return back to the Baron, but at least they're going to return to Stridus now. Like, that's fine. His last quest that takes you to the Baron is 1,500. So, I mean, shoot. If people just went back to him, they'd be halfway to level 2. I mean, if they did everything that he asked you to do prior to that, they'd probably hit level 2. Buckets McGee. Well... Yeah, this is kind of the issue, is it's travel time, it's returning to a quest giver, especially if that quest giver's out of the way. So another thing to think of, whoa, look at all the experience. Another thing to think about is if characters like this guy has 2 quests. You need to kill bears, which is right next to it. And then you need to steal a book, which is kind of a little ways away, admittedly. If you never return to him, you're not going to get that quest reward. So, bear one is right next door. So, like, you would go kill them, come right back to him. The book one is, I mean, it's within I was about to say within eye shot, but I don't think that's a phrase. It's not that far, but it's also far enough that I don't know how many players are doing it. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so stuff like this. Go to the Elegant Spire and then return to him. But how many players are actually going to return to him? That's a long ways away. Okay, follow-up question again. You are a travel-y thing. You only go to this one, and then you got to go from this one over to here. What if we made let's make a loop here. Okay, so we'll add in another one here. We'll do that. We'll go Raven in, and then we'll have another one cut through the forest here. So you have a fast way to get to the spire. Ooh, this is going to be challenging. Did I make it go around this way? No. Make it go... We'll try to make it go through here. That should be good. 10 gold. I wonder if I should make these cheaper. These are all internal. There's nothing that takes you outside of this. So, like, let's make these all cheap. Wait, I don't want to do real money. Okay. So now there might be more adoption of this. You're 5. Yeah, let's just make everything 2. I'm going to make this a lot cheaper. Again, the goal is quest completion. Fast travel within the zone, I don't care too much about, especially because it just affects the flow of the game. Whoa, why are you 50 gold? What in the heck? No one gonna be using that at 50 gold. Alright, so all the flight paths in Brightwood stay within Brightwood, and they're only 2 gold apiece. Here's the other option I could do as well. Oh look, somebody's using the wide one over here. That's cool. But why do I have a rock out here with snow on it? Heck were you doing, Kyle? You crazy son of a biscuit. Okay, the other thing I could do is connect this one over here with the one over by the Baron stable too. That's probably not a bad idea. It's not going to hurt anything. We'll do that real quick. We'll go this, and then you can fly over the corruption and kind of get an idea of that. Fly over the Baron's estate, and then, yeah, just swoop in here. Okay. So, I think this is going to be a control. I could do more flight paths in Eastwash as well, and then I've got really no flight paths in some of these other ones. I haven't created any fast travel. But let's see what this does. If this scales the XP development here, then we might be onto something. And then we'll use the other ones as controls for the time being. So 2 things will happen. We'll have fewer level 1 players. The shift will go into level 2, but then the shift should also go to level 3 as well. So if anything, if this alleviates the bottleneck in Brightwood, we should start to see a bottleneck in Eastwash. Not that I want to create more bottlenecks, but we'll know that that's where it exists. And then we'll know that that process plays a big role in helping characters level faster. There's a lot of XP going on. Be good stuff. Something I actually do want to do just for some enjoyment is clean up more of Baltron. I feel like this province is, while it's sort of, I mean, it's done, it needs detailing. So we're gonna do some detailing in here. Just gonna have some fun with the scenery. We'll just sit back, grab a nice cup of coffee, relax. I'm gonna put some plants in. Ooh, I kind of like going wide. Like density, variation, I want high. Don't care about the angle. We want angle variation. Scale, we can go a little small and then keep the variation high. Yeah, that's good. I like these plants. These plants feel like something that would do well. They just look like something that would be like out in the sun. So in kind of these field areas where there's more sun, kind of go like that. And they can be somewhat next to buildings too. Keep them in the sun. Keep them in the sun, Kyle. Shady areas, we can do other stuff. Yeah, I just like some accent plants like this. Just add some character. Ooh, that's good. Like right. Oh, wait, why didn't that build? Oh, there we go. Some around here in our little dockyard area. Not too many though. Because this area is going to be kind of well kept in a way. Go like that. Oh, why aren't you building? There we go. Actually, this is making me notice something. We got a new feature. Oh, in 10. Okay. Do I get any credit for doing this paintbrush style of this? I don't know. No, this doesn't give me any scenery credit. Ooh, that is like... That's kind of upsetting, actually. That is kind of upsetting. I should do some updates on my dockyard here too. Ooh, that's a good spot for that. I like that. The other thing too about this brush is you just kind of rotate it and you get the kind of random assortment. Sometimes you just get something that feels random, feels right. Ooh, that didn't feel right. That's not feeling right. You cannot exist inside of a ladder. That is unacceptable, sir. Unacceptable. Oh, now do I have to resize this? Oh. Why? Why is this different than what I just had? It's probably scaled everything back to scale of 1, huh? That's probably what did it, Kyle. That's probably what did it. A little area out here that's maybe a little more unkept by the wall. It's a little more wild out here. Yeah, I like how you can just get some randomness with it. It's good. It's perfect. You can't do as much random stuff as a human player. Me being the human player. You just your thought process of random isn't actually random. It's not how things work. Let's go around the rock here too. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Would also be good in this zone. I like the white flowers. It will make them feel a little more wild, not as kind of gridlocked as the garden over here. Let me look at some characters. I just want this to scale. Okay. Maybe smaller actually. Let's increase density, but then go smaller. And actually get rid of some of the randomness. There we go. That's better. Still put some randomly out in the field there. Yeah. There we go. Just want it to feel like, again, there's... Not everyone mows their lawns, right? Not in this fantasy universe, at least. Just adds the necessary accent, right? Like, it makes it feel like... Yeah, like all of this brush in here was actually done by hand. So now getting able to add to the brush I already did by just simplifying it with this new feature is just, it's great. The other thing too is I can just go around the trees very easily. Click a couple of times. Because this is just the minor stuff, right? Like this is just the stuff that... Not that it doesn't matter, it's just... It's okay if it feels random because That makes it more natural. Okay, I might have gone a little wild on this field, but like, I don't know. Maybe it works. I'm not sure. I do still want to upgrade our thingamabob, so I'm going to take some of these. These aren't trees. I don't know what to call these. They're not trees. They're some other kind of weird planty thing. Wait, oh, there's 2 variations of these now? Whoa, when did that happen? There's one with 3 branches and one with 2 branches. My entire life has been turned upside down. Well, let's just put a couple of the 2-branchy ones. Don't place on objects. Yeah, we'll just place a couple of these because we didn't do any of them on top of the randomy ones we did. They can be the singles, and then once I get a couple of them, that will give me the ability to upgrade. And that doesn't feel like I'm going over the top with the spamming of the sceneries. Maybe one over here. Alright, there we go. That's enough. We'll just do that for the upgrade, because I know this irritates so many people in the comment section. Please comment down below how irritated you are that it takes Kyle so long to upgrade. I don't even know what to upgrade right now. I don't want to do kids. Let's go back into theme exploration. That was kind of the basis of our game in the grand scheme of things to begin with. It's a little better. Now, I also want to add some more rocks. The rocks... What kind of rocks have I been using in here? I've been using kind of a combination, actually. That's another thing I want to do, is have consistency for the type of rocks that get used in a region. So like Brightwood had a lot of these smoother ones. It's less rocky terrain, as almost as if like the being close to the ocean and the water made it like smooth rocks. Over here it's a little bit more aggressive, right? I don't want these ones. Let's start with singles, because what I ultimately want here is kind of a little bit of a rocky wall here. Whoa, where are all these players going? What is this? I forgot I did this. I didn't realize players were actually going over here and using this. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I didn't realize that was happening. We have no port for them to go to on the other side, but whoa, my mind has been blown. Wow. They're all so sad. Why are you all so sad? I don't really know what to say here. They're clearly headed to another province. Does this cost money? 50 gold. Look at how many players are on this. What in the heck? I mean, they're all like making sad faces and crying faces. Like, it's not like you're being punished. It's not like you're on your way to your demise. What in the shenanigans? I mean, I can see like this probably takes a long time to get there. Yeah, this is a lot of in-game time. Month 12, day 3. Like, you can see the minutes passing by, and we're on 3 times speed. If I don't have all the players in the background, I might move faster, but... Well, heck, now I'm intrigued. Forget the scenery. I gotta figure out, like... Oh my gosh, they're literally, like, out in the middle of nowhere. Like, in this just... Whoa! Oh, I thought it disappeared and was teleporting. No, it's just glitching out a little bit. They go around this province that doesn't exist yet, because our game is basically an alpha and is incomplete. Steve has logged in. That sounds terrible. Alright, then they go through here, which is cool, because I mean, I've got plans for some of these areas. Like, I wanted to make like a cool archway type thing here, sort of. Listen, I really like arches and bridges, alright? Now they're in the northern sea. You can see Moonhaven over here in Karak. They passed the fake, not quite real gnome fallout region. What in the heck, man? Maybe they're singing sea shanties along the way, you know, keeping themselves busy. Can't get close enough to it. Hold on. Let's just pause. Go normal speed. I mean, they just look miserable. Don't they just look miserable? Don't they look like they just all hate life? They're all like monotone. Monochromatic, not monotone. Monochromatic. You know what I meant. Okay, here they come. Out in the distance. Into the quote-unquote not really a port yet. Okay. So once all these players get out, where exactly are you all planning to go? Or is this now kind of the fastest way to get to... This might be the fastest way to get to Valkyrie right now. I mean, you got to take a lot of like fast travel things to get there anyways. But look at this. It's like either that or, you know, they're all planning a raid. They're all part of the same guild. They're going to go take over Valkyrie now. Ants go marching one by one. Hurrah, hurrah. All right, let's speed up the process here. Oh, this is actually kind of interesting. You can see how the speed of each character differs. So the paladins are slowest, then the elementalists, then the fighters of Zephyr, then you've got rangers in the lead, and here in the middle of the pack you've got, we've got warlocks and druids. That's really interesting. You can see the slight difference in movement speed. Research, people, research. Okay, but the question now is where exactly are they all going? What are they trying to accomplish? Are they going to inns? They're going to an inn, Kyle. They were literally all going to the same freaking inn. You've got to be kidding me. I don't believe it. These are inns too, huh? Aren't they? Yeah. There's a lot of inn space here. That's for sure. Okay, so fair enough game. Fair enough game. You win. You win. It all comes back down to the inn space. Which doesn't make any sense to me because they were all in this province and there's literally inn space here. Literally 999 inn space in this inn. None of those people just wanted to go there. I'm gonna throw my computer out the window. Might have changed my priorities here. Okay. I mean, not changed my priorities, like, I'm talking long term, right? Because I want there to be faster leveling. That was the entire goal of this current session. Let's think about this. They need in space. They need to level faster. Okay. Two things are probably going to happen next. I was originally thinking about doing this region next. This is the one that connects to not Eastwash. It doesn't. Well, it will connect to Eastwash. It will connect to Zephyr, and it will connect to Angalore. However. And I had a plan for this, but it seems like it might be more vital. Seems like it might be more important to go over here in this direction, specifically because we've got a port access here. So to build the port that I had planned for the capital city, and then to actually flesh out more early level quests in the capital city, finish building the capital city as a means of kind of facilitating this young player issue. The other thing that needs to happen is I think I might have to make it viable for people to move from Brightwood to the Valkyrie city, the capital city, easier. Now, right now, if you get through Brightwood and you do enough quests and you level up past the expected level for Brightwood, you'd be level 3 entering Eastwash. From Eastwash, you can get fast travel to this side, you could walk through here, you could fast travel to the city here, and then you could fast travel basically just completely past Karak, and then you can fast travel... No, in here you can't fast travel. You got one fast travel option, which is here, and that goes to look like this, yeah. That fast travel takes you from there, so you've got the option to go balloon path past Karak, and then from here... The balloon path ends, you just gotta walk over here, and then you would take the flight path from there into Valkyrie. Totally viable option. However, I think players are just seeing the opportunity to come here, yeah, look at this, as the easiest way to get there. So they're not even worried about going to the quest. They are simply trying to get here because here has tons of in space. Like literally you've got an in here that only it's like 29% filled. This one is, well, that one's filled. This one is 15% filled. This one is 14% or 11% filled. This one is 74% filled. And the only reason this one's 74% filled is probably because it's so close to where players are getting off of the port. Same goes for why this one's probably filled. And I imagine that is filled. Yes. So the small ones are filled because they're the closest. This is the next closest, so it's the next one's being filled up. After that one fills up, it's probably going to be either this one or more than likely this one. This one is getting some people, as well as this one and this one, probably from the people coming in from the flight path. All right, this is making more sense now. So players are just automatically naturally going to gravitate to where the in space is. This is fascinating. So I'm going to have to make a more intricate fast travel network for the sake of the Tycoon game aspect of this, even though I'm not a huge fan of like excessive fast travel in any RPG. This goes against everything I stand for. I'm only slightly frustrated. I won't throw my computer out the window as originally was planned. So why don't we, by we, I mean the idiot controlling this right now, myself, we should put a fast travel boat here in Brightwood, right? Like that should be a thing. We've already got like a port. That was the entire point of this, was to create like a cool port. Now, what if we, I don't want to interfere with this because this took way too long to build and I don't have the heart to destroy any of it. Vehicles, what kind of ships we got? I think there was new ships too. Luxury Oceanic Terrapin. What in the fresh hell is this? Is that a turtle? You ride on top of a turtle? A magic transport. Makeshift balloon. I like that one. That one's fun. Zeppelin. We got the long ship. We got the ghost ship, which we don't want. And the, it's just referred to as yacht. Okay, we're just gonna do the yacht one. Here's the question. Should I do it like, I could do it here. And then we could put like a little building there, kind of, for it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put this here. This whole area is kind of pirate covey, so it's fun. Okay, we will give players the option to, I'm not a heartless evil person, right? Depot is full. Oh, okay, so I have to have its own separate one. Actually, let's just go whoop. Put you over here. What are you doing? What in the heck is going on? There we go. Okay, I couldn't remember how to end the stupid path. Okay, so now there's two Boaty McBoat faces that are gonna go around the whole continent. I don't like that I did that. I bet you this is already full of people. I bet you. We'll bet you $100. Okay, apparently I owe somebody $100. Anyways, well then let's just, whoa, that actually destroyed some of my rocks. Oh well, that's okay, we're gonna put a building here. Let's just do that for the remainder of today's episode. We're just gonna put in a nice little, whoa, there's more of these too, aren't they? No, I guess I've seen all these. What building type do I think I just used these ones, right? Sure did, Kyle, sure did. All right, let's go like it is, and like it is, and like it is. Let's go like it is. Boop. Welcome to Luxury Yacht Adventures Incorporated. That looks like a luxury yacht building, doesn't it? I don't know if it does. Right. It needs a door, that's for sure. Let's go in there. Let's put 2 doors. Excuse me, why are you not activated? Can I do that manually? I can! Look at that! Fantastic. It's great stuff. I love it. I do want rocks back here, though. Can I have my rocks back? Yo necesito le rocco. Yeah, let's put a big rock in the water first. Boop. And we'll put some smaller rocks. Does this have a cost associated with it? It does. 50 gold. Make it, I don't know, 20. I feel like that should be easily affordable in this region, right? So, maybe. Who knows? I'm not quite sure. Oh, this is a new palm tree, isn't it? It is. It's different. Well, these are not the same types of palm trees. Indeed. I still love the comically large palm trees in this region. I think it's great. Okay? I know there's been comments about it, but you cannot tell me this looks just like a fun place to be. I don't care who you are. Luxury palm tree yacht thing incorporated. Listen, I'm not the greatest at business. Oh, look at how much easier this makes. Just making the crazy brushy or bushy sections I'm used to making. Did that person just crawl out of a rock? What are you doing? Did I hide something in here? Oh, didn't hide anything in there. Did I hide something in here? I did. There's an inn hiding in there. How hilarious. Shows how long this series has been going on. I don't even remember what I've built everywhere. Redonkulous. What else did I do around here? Around some of these buildings? It's really just... yeah, not much actually. Looks good sometimes just being simpler, so... we can put a little street sign over here. I like the idea of kind of having this, though. I really do like this structure, because it makes it feel like there's the ability to, like, pull stuff off the boat, right? You know? Like, this serves multiple purposes than just traveling people. It, like, cargo as well. There we go. Very simple addition to Brightwood. Doesn't look like it disrupts the town. It looks like it fits. Look at that. It's like a little minor, you know, addition, like update to the game. Like, look at this, guys. We've added in some cool transportation for you to get back to the capital city a lot easier. So you can totally just, like, you know, speed run the game now. Makes that whole part of this entire series that was the road to Valkyrin seem kind of redundant now that you can just take a boat there. But listen, I'm not here to please you. I'm here to please all the imaginary characters in this game. Right, I'm hoping the fact that I've played the game on a fast pace, thought I would hopefully see this go faster. I wish I could see the number of level 1, level 2, level 3 players, like all this sort of thing, but over time as well. Like I could break it down and dig a little bit deeper into the analytics, but that is asking for a lot. Ooh, look, money go up. Great. That means I'm playing the Tycoon game correctly, right? I'm doing it. I'm winning. My expenses are insanely low. Income's gone down. Why has income gone down? I know not. I wonder... I guess, well, income would go down. But Kyle, don't think that you're immune to the stupid things you've done. Because I changed the price. And if the game is less expensive to start... Oh, we're almost at 1,500 players. We are at 1,500 players. This might be a new spike. 1,500 players active at once. That's really good. Look at how many people are in here. So I wonder, I wonder if people actively... Oh, there's a line here now. Yes, okay. So here's the thought. If people leave Brightwood and they join, say, you know, an inn space over here, it frees up inn space in Brightwood, which in theory means more people can play in Brightwood. And if more people can play in Brightwood, yeah, 700 people are now playing out of the 1,600 total that can. We might be onto something. We might not, also. I don't know. Could just be coincidence. Let's see. Let's get all these players to Valkyrie and see what happens. There's also a much higher bug reporting. I wonder if that has to do with the spike in player count as well. It would be fascinating. 1,300. It's bouncing around. It went down to like 1,200. Now it's back up to 13.5. Gosh, these boats just take a really long time is all. Like, players literally have to stand here for ages. That kind of sucks. Like, the other option. Not saying I'm a fan of this, but here's what we could do. Hear me out here. Hear me out. We could make this free, or like, I don't know, let's make it 5. Nice and cheap. Everybody can afford it, because all these people are now going to Valkyrie. Now, we could have a more expensive option, and we could use a teleporter. Now, I'm not going to make a cool, fancy teleporter. That is cool and fancy. But, hear me out here. We use just the freestanding teleporter. Okay? We hide this inside of a building, like it's part of this boat, right? Like you can buy this excursion. We'll make this more expensive. Yes, this is what we'll do. Okay. So we'll go like this. I'm just gonna grab this guy. I think this is the right answer. I'm gonna need to, let's see, leave that there for now. buildings. We're gonna mess everything up here for a second. Just give me, Kyle, take a mental picture, remember what this building looks like. And a bit of all of these. I think that's as far as it went. Could be wrong. Might have gone one more. Did it go like that? Ooh, I think it did go like that. I believe it did. Did it go? I don't know. You know what? Maybe it did go like that. Yeah, I think it did go like that. I can't remember. Can't recall. Oh well. Perhaps it's better now than it was before. We have improved it. And then I'll just hide. Yeah, we'll hide that like that. Okay, so the teleporter is invisible now. That's all I wanted. Just for the sake of, you know, that, we'll put that there. Okay, so the building's not exactly like it was before. That's fine. It's totally okay. In fact, actually, I'm not a huge fan of what this pathway is doing right now. If I put that there, does that helps it a little bit. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that. That is the thing. Okay, now we're gonna go teleporter. It's the regular one. We need to. If I click in here, is that gonna? Yes, it's connected to it. Okay, so the teleporter, all I needed to do is just be a straight shot, right? And it could be a straight shot. I mean, realistically, be a straight shot to the port. So for now, we'll improve this in the future. But for now, this will be a service that costs. We'll make this 50 gold. We'll make it actually cost something. Okay, so now if I go into this one, is this still priced the same as the other side? It is. Excellente. Okay, so now players can go here and spend more gold and take the quote-unquote ship to Valkyrin. That person just went in the door and vanished. I love that. That's great. They can go in the door and then it's like they bought a ticket. They go on the boat. And now they're instantly here. Okay, I've always been trying to figure out how to use teleporters, and I think price gating it is the way to do it. And in this case, it's like, it's still a boat in my mind, but the mechanic is different and faster. So if people want a free boat ride, or a cheap boat ride, I should say, they'll come here. They want to move faster to Valkyrin, they can get there instantaneously. By instantaneously, I mean, you know, quote unquote instantaneously. Because if you think about it in like World of Warcraft, you would get on a boat to cross to another continent, let's say, but the boat would like go out to sea and then you would get a loading screen and then you would load into the new continent. So you didn't have to actually like be there live for the entire thing. It was legitimate fast travel. And I think that this is the necessary solution right now. I like this. Okay, so that should help free up in space there as well. There's a lot of options here now. And new players, realistically, if they want low-level quests, they want to do some questing and grinding, this is still the place to do it. Feel much better about this. And our net worth is $300,000. Because that's just how much cash we have. Okay, I think this should put us, hopefully, in a little bit of a healthier position. I don't know if it's going to solve all our problems. I'll have to see. I'm going to let the game run for quite a while, whenever I can, in between this episode and the next, just to see how much progress gets made. So while the game build out won't change, I won't add anything to it. We might be on a much more significant further date, so I might let it go for a few months just to see what happens, to see if this system tends to work out better, because we're going to need time to actually, you know, see if this is working. And I feel like this slant is getting shallower, like this number is growing, but we'll have to see as time goes by. But yes, until then, I'm going to let all these little ants run around. I am Kyle. This has been that one playthrough of MMORPG Tycoon 2. And I hope to see you in the next episode where hopefully we'll have made a little bit of progress and see how we can just get the process moving along. Let's get some players to other regions. Let's take that comment seriously without me going on scenery rampages again for episodes at a time. But until then, I'm Kyle, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day. And if you enjoyed this video, we'd love it if you leave a like, it really supports the channel. If you'd like to see more from us here at That One Playthrough, go ahead and subscribe, we'd love to have you along for the journey. And if you didn't know, we do have a little Patreon. If you'd like to join the Patreon and be like one of these many supporters you see on screen here today, there's a link in the description down below. Until next time, have a wonderful day!